Okay, good morning students. So today we are going to discuss scalar product of vector. Okay, so see what is scalar product. Suppose we have given two vectors a and b. These are two vectors. Okay, scalar product, the name is scalar product. Okay, the name is scalar or dot product. Okay, scalar product or dot product. So what is scalar product or dot product, that we are going to discuss now. So suppose a and b, these two vectors, then dot product of two vectors, we denote it by this symbol a dot sign b, is equal to magnitude of a into magnitude of b into cos of the angle theta, which is the angle between two vectors a and b. Okay, so here theta is the angle between vectors a and b. So a dot b is product of magnitudes of a and b and cos of the angle between them. Now see, magnitude is nothing but length of line segment. So magnitude is a scalar quantity and cos of any angle, that is also a scalar quantity. So magnitude of a into magnitude of b into cos of theta, this all are scalar quantities, so their product is also a scalar quantity. That's why when you find the dot product of two vectors, your answer is always scalar. That's why the name is scalar product or dot product. Okay, now here you see, as it is to real number, positive real number, length of line segment, so you can interchange them, interchange their position, because multiplication of real number is commutative, and cos of the angle theta. Okay, so it is equal to what? B dot A. So dot product of two vector is commutative, A dot B equal to B dot A. Next, from this you can find out the angle, because from this you can find out cos theta. So what will be cos theta? A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. It is cos of theta. Okay, so if it is cos of theta, then what is angle theta? Angle theta is cos inverse of A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. This one. That means if you are to find the angle between two vectors, then you can use this formula. Okay, now suppose I number it as 1. See, if vectors, if A and B, vectors A and B, they are suppose like vector, like vectors. Like vectors means what? They are in the same direction. Okay, as they are in the same direction, so the angle between them, theta, will be 0 degree. If theta is 0 degree, then what is cos of theta? Cos of theta will be 1. Okay, because cos 0 is 1. So then what will happen? Then A dot B will be equal to product of their magnitudes only. Product of their magnitude only. Okay. Next, suppose A and B are unlike vectors. Unlike and like, remember, unlike and like both are parallel. But if parallel and same direction, then like. Parallel and opposite direction, then unlike. The opposite direction means suppose vector A is in this direction, vector B is in this direction. So what is the angle between them? 180 degree. Okay, so theta will be 180 degree or pi. If theta is 180 degree, then cos theta is minus 1. Okay, if cos theta is minus 1, then what is A dot B? A dot B will be magnitude of A into magnitude of B into minus 1, or minus magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Okay, next thing is that, so if you are to find the dot product of vector A and A, for any vector A, suppose you have to find A dot A. So if you follow the formula, the definition, then it will be magnitude of A into magnitude of A and cos of the angle between them. So what is the angle made by vector A with itself? Obviously it is 0 degree, so cos of 0 degree. So magnitude of A into magnitude of A is square of magnitude of A, and cos 0 is 1. So it is, means dot product of two vector is equal to, dot product of a vector with itself is equal to square of its magnitude. That's why you see, when you find out I cap dot I cap or j cap dot j cap or k cap dot k cap. I think you can remember I cap, j cap, k cap, they are the unit vectors along x, y and z axis respectively. So their value will be equal to what? Square of their magnitude. As their unit vector, magnitude is 1 unit, so square of 1, okay, that is 1. Next, suppose vector a and b are perpendicular. Two vectors are perpendicular. If they are perpendicular, then what will be theta? Theta will be 90 degree. So which implies that cos theta is 0. If cos theta is 0, then if you follow this formula, then what will be a dot b? A dot b is 0. Okay. So the product of two vectors is 0 if they are perpendicular to each other. Next thing is that if either a vector is 0 vector or b vector is 0 vector, means one of the two vector is 0 vector. Okay, 0 vector means their magnitude is 0. So here when you find their dot product, it will be 0 into anything is 0. So in that case also dot product will be 0. So dot product is 0 means there will be two possibility. If dot product of two vector is 0, either they are one of them or maybe both are 0 vector, or suppose they are non-zero vector but they are perpendicular, then also their dot product will be 0. Okay. Next thing is there dot product. Once I told you that dot product satisfies the commutative property a dot b is equal to b dot a. Secondly, dot product satisfies distributive property also. That means dot product of a vector distributes over the addition of vector. So like a dot b plus c is a dot b plus a dot c, or b plus c dot a is b dot a plus c dot a, like that. Okay. Now here you see, suppose we have to find out vector a plus vector b whole square. Okay, a plus b whole square. Now if I follow this, that magnitude of a square is a dot a. Okay, this one, sorry, this suppose you have to find out. Okay, magnitude of a plus b whole square equal to what? A dot a. So it will be a plus b dot a plus b. Okay. Now as it satisfies the distributive property, so if I follow that, it will be a dot a, it is a dot b, it is b dot a, it is b dot b. Again, what is a dot a? Square of magnitude of a dot b and both b dot a both are equal. Why they are equal? Because dot product is commutative. So a dot b you can write it as, so b dot a also you can write it as a dot b. And what is b dot b? It is square of magnitude of b. That means you see what happened here. It is square of magnitude of a twice of a dot b plus square of magnitude of b. Like it is a plus b whole square formula, a square plus twice a b plus b square, like that. A plus b whole square formula, like this one. Okay. Similarly, if it is minus sign, suppose, then here also it will be minus. Okay. If it is minus, then it is minus a dot b, it is minus b dot a. So ultimately this is also magnitude of a square minus twice of a dot b plus magnitude of b square. Similarly, suppose, that means it's like algebraic identity. Like algebraic identity. Say vector a plus b dot vector a minus b. Vector a plus b dot vector a minus b. Again, distributive property a dot a minus a dot b, b dot a minus b dot b. So a dot a is what? Magnitude of a square. B dot b is what? Magnitude of b square. And a dot b, b dot a both are equal, so cancel. So it's like the algebraic identity. A plus b dot is a plus b dot a minus b is a square minus b square, like that. That when it is square, it is not square of the vector, it is square of the, because square of the vector is what? This one. So it will be square of magnitude of a. Similarly, in case of a plus b plus c dot a plus b plus c, that also, I think you can remember this identity, a plus b plus c whole square. This identity you can remember, I think. What was this? This a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 into ab bc ca. Okay, it was like that. So here also, if it is a plus b plus c, these are suppose vector. Okay, a plus b plus c dot a plus b plus c, then it will be magnitude of a square. In place of a square, you have to write magnitude of a square, magnitude of b square, magnitude of c square twice a dot b, b dot c, c dot a, like that. Okay. Next, suppose you see, say factor a is multiplied by a scalar, let's say lambda. Factor b is multiplied by another scalar, say mu, and after that you have to find out your dot product. So twice a the 3b, like that. Then what you can do? You can multiply the scalar, means real number, separately as product of real number, and you can find the dot product of a and b. Okay, so twice a dot 3b is 2 3s are 6, a dot b. Okay, or you can write in this way also, lambda u a dot b. Okay, this value is also same. Or a dot lambda mu dot b, like that. Okay, that means the number you can multiply separately, not a problem. Okay, next, if the factor a and b, they are given in component form, if factor a and b, they are given in component form, okay, factor a, suppose in component form, factor a is suppose a1 I cap plus b1 j cap plus c1 k cap. Okay, factor b suppose in component form a2 I cap, b2 j cap, c2 k cap. In component form, factor b suppose this. Now when you find out a dot b, see here, it will be a1 I cap, b1 j cap, c1 k cap dot a2 I cap, b2 j cap, c2 k cap. Okay, now as this one you see distributive property. So if you follow distributive property, then first you have to multiply them. Okay, so here you see I cap and I cap, they are vector, they are multiplied by scalar a1 and a2, like this, lambda a dot mu b. So what you have done, first you multiply lambda and mu. So here also first I have to do a1 and a2. Okay, a1 and a2. Then I have to find the dot product of I and I. Okay, what is the dot product of I and I? I dot I cap dot I cap, square of magnitude of I cap, and magnitude of I cap is 1 unit. The square of 1, that means this value will be 1. So your answer is what? a1 a2. Okay, next you have to multiply this one. Yes, so here also first you multiply the scalar. What are the scalar? a1 and b2. The scalars are a1 and b2. Then you have to multiply the vector. What are the vector? I cap dot j cap. But I cap is along x-axis and j cap is along I cap is along x-axis and j cap is along y-axis. It will be a1 b2 I cap dot j cap. I cap is along x-axis and j cap is along y-axis. As x-axis y-axis they are perpendicular, so I cap and j cap they are also perpendicular. Again, if two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product is 0. So dot product of I cap and j cap will be 0. So it will be 0. And anything into 0, it will be 0. Okay. So similarly, when you multiply this one, then a1 c2 I cap dot k cap. And what is I cap dot k cap? It will be like that, a1 c2 I cap dot k cap. What is I cap dot k cap? I cap dot k cap is 0. Why? Because along is x-axis, along z-axis, one is along x-axis, one is along z-axis. They are perpendicular, so their dot product is 0. That means what we have seen, if both vectors are same, then it is product of their corresponding, you can say, scalar component. But if they are different vectors, it becomes 0. So same in that case, when you multiply this one, it will be 0 because j cap I cap. Or when you multiply this, then it will be b1 dot b2 into j cap dot j cap is 1. When you multiply this, again j cap dot k cap, it will be 0. Same for this also. That's why, in short, what you can say ultimately, that when you find the dot product of two vectors, it is actually sum of product of their corresponding scalar components. Sum of product of their corresponding scalar component. Yeah, a1 into a2 plus b1 into b2 plus c1 into c2. Okay. Now, if you see that formula, that how to find out the theta, because cos inverse of a dot b, the angle between two vectors, if you go to that formula, then if you use this formula, if two vectors are in component form, then you can use this formula. Then angle theta will be cos inverse of what is a dot b. It is sum of product of corresponding scalar components of the two vectors divided by magnitude of a. It is under root sum of squares of scalar component into magnitude of b. It is also under root sum of squares of its corresponding scalar component. So if two vectors are given and you are to find out the angle between them, you can find this angle directly by using the components of the vector. Okay. Next, if a and b, they are perpendicular, then their dot product, this value will be 0. Okay. That means if a perpendicular to b, then what will happen? Their dot product, that is this quantity will be 0. This quantity will be 0. Okay. So this is the different properties of dot product. How to find dot product, how to find the angle. Dot product is commutative, dot product distributive. Okay. Then using dot product you can find the angle between them. In component form, if two vectors are given, what is their dot product, how to find the angle between them. Okay. And how to say whether two vectors are perpendicular or not. Okay. These things we come to know already. And you can see the dot product. When you see the dot product, we have done some calculation. From that, you can see that it is like the algebraic identity. They behave like algebraic identity. Okay. So one more thing is there, projection of vector A on vector B. Okay. So what is projection of vector A on vector B? It is A dot B by minus dot. Okay, it is a geometrical interpretation of the vector. Okay, dot product of vector. So this type of questions also you may get it. Okay, so today I send the PDF file, and in that file I have written these things, everything. So I write it. Sorry, I send the video also now. I hope it will be clear. You go through the PDF file along with the video. Okay.